Hello everyone, it's Kooky Crumbs and welcome to the live stream. And welcome to Friday. Congrats, you've made it. You've made it to the end of the week. And for some, if you're in the right time zone, you've actually made it to the weekend. Lucky you. We're still trotting our way along. The technical gremlins are already out. I've been having a little fun trying to set up the stream. But I think the hobgoblins have been satisfied. So hopefully things will run smoothly. But hi everyone, I hope you've been having an awesome week. I can't believe it's only 1 week since we first went live. This is only the second live stream ever. And we're currently working our way through Elden Ring. So we're going to be starting with a little bit of a BONK build. I've been working on my little character here, sitting so serenely by the side of grace. I haven't done actually a lot since last week because, of course, we're doing this adventure together. But I did do a little bit of farming just to level up a bit because we're going to do a fun little run to get some runes early on, a ton of runes early on. Hey, Maku! Welcome to the live stream. The Friday hobgoblins of technology have already done their wicked work, but we stand strong. The stream goes on. Come hell or high water. So yeah, we have a wonderful rainy day here in the lands between to enjoy on a Friday. The only thing I've done since we were last together is just basically farm some runes to level up my stats enough that I can get a particular weapon, the Uchigatana, because I'm hoping to start the stream with a little bit of a fun run to go slay a dragon. We're going to slay a high-level dragon, but it's going to take a lot of running. And my thought is, if we are able to slay this massive beast, we will have the power to easily do this starter area, and hopefully I will have the ability to make a few mistakes while doing it, so I can focus on chat and stuff. See this troll? This is how your run begins. We're headed north, young scout. North. Hello, fellas. I don't know who left a lump of flesh in the middle of the road, but it's very messy. They should really clean this stuff up. A dragon! I saw a dragon, says Maku. I wonder if the voice actress, do you think like the voice actress who did that line knew how legendary she would become for that one line? Like of all the lines of dialogue she recorded for Skyrim, do you think she literally was like, that's the one people will remember? If I was her, I would want it put on my tombstone. A dragon? I told you I saw a dragon. That would be my tombstone. Alright, gotta get my head in the game here. When you normally play intelligence and dex, being a strength build is a bit of a brain bend. Oh, I can level up my flasks. Oh, more health would be lovely. Lovely, lovely. I was trying to think like, in a lot of games, I will play like a tanky build, but in this game, I usually, like any kind of Souls game, I'm typically quality or dexterity. So I'm like, I'm guessing I'm going to need a lot of endurance is what I'm thinking. Endurance, health, and then strength. Hello, fair maiden, Red Riding Hood. How art thou?
Everyone's been grafted.
They've been grafted?
Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They
for you?
Fought for me. Only to have their arms taken.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Their legs taken. Even their heads taken.
Ugh.
Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
A lark? You have a sixth sense of humor.
You're all on your own, are you?
Yep.
I'm heading to Stormvale Castle.
Oh.
Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose.
Oh.
Oh, you've come to be one with the spider.
I don't remember this dialogue line.
Us 2 peas in a pod.
All right, well.
I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off.
Yeah.
Or legs.
Yeah.
Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm nothing but a craven.
I think it's self-preservation more than anything. Most people don't want their arms and legs cut off, let alone their head. I totally understand. You're not alone. We are two peas in a pod. And frankly, I don't see Vare, the white masked man, walking around with no arms and legs. And his head seems to be attached. It's still spewing its normal insults.
Oh, I know.
Uh-huh.
Can you take this little one along with you?
Of course. Oh, jellyfish
I
ashes.
deserve someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you.
Huzzah.
I'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un.
Well, I don't know if it's very brave. It's a little jellyfish. From maidenless to limbless, says Maku. This is true.
It was a pleasure to see you.
Oh, pleasure meeting you too.
Can you pass on a message for me?
Sure.
If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough.
Oh,
I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know?
I didn't know it was something you needed to get the hang of. I will pass on your message should I see some limbless, headless chrysalids.
It was a pleasure to see.
Oh, yes.
Tell them I'm finally getting.
That's all her dialogue. You people are weird. Why do you want to be losing your heads? Seems awful. I don't like this club. I don't like... The membership fees are terrible. They're dismembership fees. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to put a little marker because I got to remember where this place is. I think it's like down here. But we're on our way to get an Uchi Katana. So I will stop by the castle, fair maiden. But not now. First, I must conquer a dragon. I don't know if it'll be limbless. It might be. It might be. Everyone here is so strange. Alright, let's follow... What's the easiest way? Maybe this way. Minus the giants, you know. I gotta remember... If I just stay out of eyesight... Should be good. There should be a shack, I think? Yes, a shack. Maku says first rule about Ring Club is that we don't talk about Ring Club because you don't have a head to talk about it with. This is true. It's how you maintain pure secrecy. They can't tell tales if they don't have a tongue, you know? It's hardcore. I prefer book club. Worst thing you can get is a paper cut. Or maybe hurt feelings when your favorite character gets killed. I always hate that in stories where you're like, ah, this character is wonderful. You know, they're kind, considerate. They do all this good stuff. They're definitely dying. Horribly early on just to gain sympathy. Have you ever had that in a book, what you're reading, and it's like some wonderful character and you're like, you're doomed? Movies, they do the same thing. They'll have some character who's really nice and understanding to the main character who's probably being a little angsty. And then it's like, you know, before the half-hour mark, that character is done. And you're like, why? I was just growing attached. Alright. There's my marker, but I think this is the safest route down. Alright, now the genius of this plan is very early on, especially if you're playing a dexterity character. You can get a ton of runes, but it requires a lot of panicked running, which I am excellent at. I have many years' experience of panicked running. There we go. We have to go to this lovely place called the Death-Touched Catacombs. What could possibly go wrong? But, like, to be fair, what catacombs aren't death-touched? I mean, it's sort of the whole point, right? Sort of the whole point of a catacomb to have death. But it does sound spooky, I'll give it that. Alright, so now, I must get my running feet ready. Running. Running as the skeletons spawn. Still running. Managing stamina. Run! I can hear their little bony feet behind me. Alright, Uchi Katana, there we go. That's what we came for. Keep running. Don't stop believing, as the song would say. Ah, fire arrows. They seem so upset with me. Listen, buddies, you weren't using the Uchi katana. Look at the swords you have. I don't see why you don't like sharing. It's right, Maku. We flee while screaming. Only true heroes do that. I can embrace who I am. A coward. Skeletons are tricky because you always have to kill them twice, and they're already dead once, so it's like 3 times death. If you have like a holy weapon, you only have to hit them once, but if you don't have a holy weapon, you're gonna be killing them and then killing them twice. Alright, now look at this. We have done this lovely run. We have got our Uchi katana, which hopefully, if I have done this correctly, I should be able to wield. Excellent. You need 15 dex. That was my trouble. I'm like, I don't have that much dex. So, now we need to head into the fog, which is where I live most of the time. In a fog. Alright, Torrent. Or actually, no, it is Ralph. Ralph, my noble steed. I remember that from the last stream. We renamed him Ralph. Our boy. This would work well if we're playing this at Christmas, you know, like a Ralph from A Christmas Story.
Can you hear me?
Oh. Help you. You're stuck. I hear you. I'm coming. I have to locate you. Uh-oh. A little stickiness there. Don't worry, sir. I'm still coming. Still coming. Hope you're all right. Aha!
Hello?
I'm coming. Have patience.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
You're stuck?
Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you.
How did you get here?
I am Alexander.
Did you fall?
Also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here.
I can see that.
Please, can you help me out of this?
I'm not sure. Yes, I will help you. I have a clever plan.
1,000 thanks.
Hey, Reaver!
Just
How you
give me a good
doing?
smack from the rear with
I so
something
enjoyed
nice
your
and
stream earlier today. It was so much fun.
I'm sure. Don't
I was lurking quietly,
there's no
and then
need
I'm
to
like, I
fret.
should actually write in the chat.
Give it your all, I say.
I'm like, here I am. He was playing Final Fantasy VII, the remake. But were you playing Rebirth or Remake? I actually have never played Final Fantasy VII, the original or the remake, so it was really cool, because I was like, I don't know what happens either, man. Rebirth. He was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And it looked really cool. He had Sephiroth. That is my complete knowledge of Final Fantasy VII. Singing Sephiroth. Have you been enjoying it?
Well played, good lady. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts.
Yeah, I saved the jar.
Thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
Exalted flesh. Thank you, I think. If I barbecue something, I'm going to call it that from now on. Would you like some exalted flesh?
Once again, the pleasure is mine.
Oh no, the pleasure is mine.
I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander.
Alexander.
Iron
the Great Jar.
Fist Alexander.
Iron Fist. Nice.
I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war.
Oh, I thought you meant at college.
Beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Kaled Wilds.
Excellent.
And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held.
Aha.
I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter?
Yes, I'm all aflutter. Oh, ha ha ha, too.
I'm heading eastward to Redmane Castle.
All right.
I've heard there's to be a...
He's very excited about the festival. Oh, you loving Rebirth? Now, how many hours? I'm curious, how many hours have you been playing? Because I heard both expansions are quite chunky, especially with all the mini games. But they look amazing, like the way they've redone it. I bet you, like, anyone who played the original is kind of like, oh my gosh, it's how I imagined it when I was playing it as a child. You know how, like, you play a game when you're younger, and then you come back to it and you're like, I swear the graphics were better. I was sure it was so realistic, and then you look and it's these horrible blocky graphics. I'm actually enjoying all the remakes that they're coming out with just because you have that moment where you're like, yes, this is how it looked in my memories. I'm so happy to see it. 30 hours for the first one and 2 hours into Rebirth. That's impressive, friend. That is a sizable game. I kind of like that that's the case, though, because, you know, games are kind of pricey. So you sort of like, I want at least replayability, and if I can't get replayability, I'd like a nice chunky game, please.
Death has left it.
Ow!
Once again.
Hey. I hate to tell you, but I might have brought some friends here, buddy. Requiem Pache is going on here, I see. Well, the Grim Reaper is behind you. We're having a stare-off. No, Grim.
Sorry. I cannot give you your proper right.
I think this guy's gonna give him his proper rights.
Those who live in death.
Oh, no.
Your soul will
I'll just deal with this quickly, buddy, because I feel bad. I brought him your way.
upon your rays of gold.
Alright, and second death. There we go. Deathception. Death and death and death. Oh, no, don't you even think about it, fellas. We're having a funeral over here. Have some respect. Remember when it was your turn and it was your funeral? I didn't show up and make a mess. Goodness gracious. Maku says, I remember back in the early 2000s seeing a screenshot of Final Fantasy IX in Owl magazine and thinking, oh man, it's basically real life. Clearly they changed the graphics since then, and it's not my memory that's faulty. Yes. It was so cool. I remember there was like a Sherlock Holmes game that I played many moons ago, and I was like, it was photorealistic in my memory, but then when I saw it again after many years, it was one of those ones where like the painted face is plastered over the polygons. So it was photorealistic, but sort of stretched funny. Maku says, we've had one death, yes, but what about second death? These ones are even more greedy than halflings, because they don't just want second death, they want third death. All right, I think I cleared the miscreants from the funeral. What's happening here?
Ah, a tarnished, are you?
Yes.
I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death route.
Oh, there's a bunch
Heed
behind
my
you.
warning. The village here has been touched by death.
Yeah, I can see that.
And worse yet, it is home to a mariner.
A man of the
If you
sea?
value your life, then go no further.
I like how what's worse than death is a man from the sea. Do you know what's worse than death? A sailor. I feel like that's a damning condemnation of sailors, sir.
The village here has been touched by death.
Well, it's a
Turn
graveyard.
back while you still can.
I can't. I'm going after a dragon. It's very important. Oh yeah, Maku says, or us playing the King Kong game and thinking it was so realistic. Jack, no! It's true, we did think it was realistic. And it was one of the, I think, earlier ones where the enemies would scale in difficulty based on your ability. And it was a very rudimentary version of that, but I think we were playing once and we were doing so poorly that a T-Rex dissolved into 2 velociraptors. And we still lost. Yeah, we were chasing it. Maku says, yep, what comes next, a rabbit? That was what we said. We were like, oh no, we're losing so badly that it's just gonna go all the way down to a rabbit. Now there is... Should I do the mariner here? There is a boss in this one. But I might level up and come back for him. We'll get him as revenge. There's also a very good talisman in here. But we are on a quest for a dragon, and I must stay focused. Which is very challenging for a halfling. I did eat before this stream, so my halfling senses have been appeased. Food was consumed. The halfling can focus. Are you guys getting ready for a nice weekend? Any plans for the weekend? I'm mainly gonna be chilling. Chilling, doing some video games. I had a bunch of appointments this week, so it's a nice little break away. Oh no! I came in the wrong way! Oh, pickles. Oh, pickles, this is bad. Maybe the halfling cannot focus. Oh no. Alright guys, we might die here, just so you know. Fun fact, if you skirt around here and go along the edge and come through the back of the church, you do not cause this encounter to happen. Where is she? Where is she, Anastasia, the tarnished eater? And me, a tarnished looking all juicy. Oh, I know you're gonna come from here somewhere. Do you think I can reset it quickly? I don't think it's gonna let me... She should be showing up. Oh, well. Maybe she's hungry, too. You're not gonna come. I'm gonna reset. Anastasia? I guess she broke. Oh, hello.
Forgive me.
Slaying a dragon is a classic. You've been testing me, Melina.
If the Elden Ring would truly have you.
Oh, it will.
If you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path.
I have the medal.
It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start.
A coward, I know.
Whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance.
Yes?
I can take you to the Round Table Hole.
Excellent.
Gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Go to the Round Table Hold. I guess since it's my only option, yes?
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Alright. We'll hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and see what happens. I like how she's like, I wanted to test your metal. It's like, if you redo the spelling, I'm absolutely covered in metal. Round Table Hold. The Round Table Hold is a place where tarnished gather, guided by grace. Combat is prohibited on the premises due to a pact of non-aggression. This rule is in effect when the Round Table icon is displayed. The Round Table Hold is located outside of this world, and fast travel by grace is the only means of reaching it. Use the map to travel there. Sounds fair. Yeah, we should have set up the Skyrim theme for an epic dragon battle. And Viva says, I'll be working on making my own D&D game this weekend. Nerding out. That sounds awesome. What's your setting you're doing it in? That takes a lot of work to make your own D&D game. Maku says D&D is the best way to spend a weekend, to be honest. That's true. That is true. Making the setting, picking the board, getting accessories, doing the stats.
Oh.
Plot.
I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order.
I'm Kooky
so
of the metal.
One day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them.
Ah.
Ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
Yes, I see it. Dimly through my helmet.
You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed.
That is true.
Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the two fingers?
Sure. What happens if I learn one of the 5 fingers? Does it go up in power? Ooh, look at this. Flame sling. Catch flame. A heal would be nice. I would take a heal. Cure poison. That would also be handy. Maybe sling a fireball. I might as well buy something, right? It's rude not to purchase, even though I can't use it yet.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
May the Golden Order shine through you too, friend. Medieval times fantasy. That's going to be the setting for the D&D campaign. Oh, that sounds awesome. I like castles, spooky woods, dungeons. Or you're doing like a one on the sea where you're like traveling across in like Viking ships or old raiding parties. That'd actually be fun to do a D&D campaign where you're completely at sea. Hello.
We meet again. I'm glad you took my warning to heart. Those who live in death should be left well alone.
That's true.
All the more should you spy a mariner among their number.
Not only did I spy a mariner spied me.
Those who live in death all the more.
I don't generally go messing around with things in death, but they have such nice shiny things in tombs and games. DNC, says Maku, for the name of D&D if it was ocean-based. Think about it, you could do like a D&D, but it's like galleons, so it's like pirates, and it's the dungeons. The dungeons is the dungeons in the ship, the brig, D&B.
Ah, hello. You must be new here.
I guess B&D,
just call me
technically.
Diablos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels?
No.
She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Hopefully she's aware of Anastasia, the Tarnished Eater.
Be sure to tell she's a servant to my house.
Oh, servant to your house?
She's been my companion since childhood.
And you lost her?
I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
Yes, little tomboys are always running away. What does that have to do with being a tomboy? You can be a tomboy and not run away from home. Oh, hello. Sorry, you blended so well with the statue.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the round table.
It's a really tricky
Very well.
route.
As your senior, I bid you welcome.
Sup?
It is safe here. You may let down your guard.
Yeah, I saw they have a non-aggression pact. I don't remember signing it, but I respect it nonetheless.
Allow me a word of advice. As your senior,
You keep saying that.
you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more.
You're a scrub.
A house guest. Yet to earn their keep.
I gotta do menial
Remember your
tasks?
place, newcomer.
Well, I have a feeling even if I forget my place, you will remind me, old friend. My senior, as it were. What are we, in high school? I am your senior. Respect me.
There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Do you have an arcade or something so I can be at my leisure? Alright, let's see. We've talked to him, the man of the cloth. We've talked to him, the man of death. Him, the one who's lost his girl. And this one who says he's old. So that's fair. Alright, what else is in here? I gotta fight a dragon, guys. Hello. You're different. So am I. Let's be friends.
You're a new face.
I am.
No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Listen, my friend, if you are a blacksmith in a game, you are always everyone's favorite person. About the chains on your
I
legs.
see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains.
Oh, that's crummy.
Trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a fool.
No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you.
Oh, that's nice.
My being a prisoner is no fault of yours.
No, I just got here.
Besides, I don't mind smithing.
That's good.
Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails.
Yeah, you probably got a lot of practice.
Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Now there's a story we would much rather hear. The sheer terror of her. Alright, well, I'm sorry, friend. Honestly, had you not mentioned your chains, I probably wouldn't have noticed them because they're rather, well hidden, let's say, by all the debris around here. Alright. Lots of meat in here, but I don't think this is the best place to store it. You're gonna get food poisoning. Oh, and we've got some places to unlock. Excellent. But a dragon doth call my name, and I must answer. I'll just check the other wing quickly, and then we shall off a dragon hunt and go. Whoa, I'm so sorry. I apparently knocked over the books. My bad. Not a talkative sort, are you? Alright, well, you gave me a gesture, so that's fine. Maku says Kooky sees Prisoner Smith and calls him sloppy for how messy his room is. I wasn't saying he was sloppy, per se. I was saying that the room was sloppy. He might not have anything to do with it. They probably just all came in and, you know, it's like people coming off a sports team. They just dump all the equipment in front of the poor guy who has to clean it. And he's just like up to here in shoulder pads, up to his eyebrows. Whoa. This is how I feel I look when I have to wake up early in the morning. With my orange juice before me. Alright, we have things to purchase. Aha, so I can come here to get a finger seal. My thought is, I'm going to try and do a strength build, but I'm going to do it with a little bit of faith. Because, I just feel like having the buffs would be handy. I wasn't trying to talk to you, friend. But I care about you. You're important. Don't ever think that you're not. Alright, let's go to this smoldering church. Because the dragon hunting we will go. The first time I played this game, I did not know about this dragon hunting little shortcut. But when I found it, I'm like, oh gosh. It's so handy. And so easy. Alrighty. Ugh. So for some reason, there's supposed to be a nasty NPC who invades you at that point, called Anastasia the Tarnished Eater. It's basically when you come up that road, she should come out from the direction of the church, but for some reason she didn't. But if you want to avoid that, if you like walk around the perimeter here, it does not trigger that event for some odd reason. So that's what I normally do, but I got a little distracted. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Alright, welcome to the less sunny resort-like area. You know how like every game has like the lush zone and then right next to it the horrible rotten swamp or the decrepit desert? Welcome to the pit of hell. That is Caelid. Look at these birds. It's awful. It is so awful. Honestly. And like a lot of people, because it's so close to the starter zone, a lot of people like accidentally ended up here really early on in the game when it first came out. And it was kind of funny because they're like, why is this game so awfully hard? And FromSoft was like, chortle, chortle, chortle. The fools, they went to the high level zone. I did it accidentally. I totally ended up here. And it was like, what have I done? First time chatter, Professor Cypress, welcome! Hey! Oh, I saw when your model got made on Twitter and loved the concept, so I followed way back. Finally made it to the stream. Well, welcome! We're so glad you're here! How is your week going? I like your name. It's very good. Yeah, we're just playing a little Elden Ring. I have played Elden Ring before, but this is my very first time ever doing a strength build, BONK build. And, and it's also, I'm hoping, if I complete this, I will be getting a platinum. My first ever platinum ever in gaming. I'm glad you like your name too. That's so cool that you've been following all the way back then. I'm so glad we finally get to meet. How are ya? Are you glad it's Friday? Because I am. I'm always excited for the weekend. I have decided for tonight to do a little treat to celebrate the weekend. I'm going to have some popcorn. A nice little something to make it special. Alright, I'm being chased. I can hear the music. I can see my stammies depleting. I'm doing a little bit of Sight of Grace hopping just because if I get distracted, which is very likely, and I die here, it makes the run back a little shorter. I'm just going to pass time until morning. Oh, wait. Very rainy here. One of the things I love about Elden Ring is they now let you put markers on the map, so you can like for someone like me who has a bad memory, it just lets you kind of go through and be like, oh yes, I haven't fought that boss yet. Oh yes, I haven't got that item yet. And I think it's a very nice quality of life improvement versus the other one where you're like writing a little note to yourself. being like, have I been here? Don't forget to check this area. Bring this item to the NPC. Oh, Professor Cypress says that they're doing good, but every day is a work day for me, sadly. So the weekend doesn't have the same feeling. That's true. It's hard when you're working every day. I've done that before. And you're like, what day is it? You're just kind of sitting there like, especially like I had a job that like made you work weekends and holidays. So you didn't even really, you know, get a lot of the classic holidays off. And so you were just like, every day is the same day for me. Hi, dragon. But not the one we're looking for. Hello, dragon. Thump, thump, thump. I always like to put like something special on certain days just so I could remember what day of the week I was on. I'm like, I will have extra snacks on these days so I remember. It's especially hard too if you're ever having to like switch day shift and night shift. You're kind of like, nah, I don't know what time zone I'm in or anything. Oh dear, I think I took a wrong turn. I got distracted. Alright, Torrent / Ralph. I might have to look at a map. Alright, oh, I want to go... Not that one, it's a different skull. Uh-oh. Woo, a little hitch in our get-along. There we go. At least didn't do that when I was under the birds. Alright. I don't think anybody's seen me yet, so yeah, there's the skull I want to go to. I've refigured out where I am. Alright, I'm gonna just snag this. Behold, our map we have unlocked of the wonderful, rotten, poisonous world of Caelid. Isn't it lovely? And here are the nice little markers which I can stick down to let me know I haven't done that yet. Maku says, I think I've only ever had one day that took stat hall days off. Now people are like, what are you doing for the long weekend? And I'm like, it's a long weekend? Exactly. That's what you end up being like. You're like, oh yeah, it's a long weekend. Oh yeah, it's a Saturday, right. I once had it, I was like, why is the TV schedule so weird? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's the weekend. Uh-oh. Something heavy behind me walketh. Alright, let's see if we can sneak along. This away, around the outskirts. Trying not to attract the sight. Oh no, I don't know why it keeps sticking, sorry. I've not had this problem before. Maybe it's having trouble rendering all the dragons. This area is chock full of dragons. There's like a ton of them. Because it's a mama dragon and her baby dragons. Her drakes, I guess. Her hatchlings. Ah! Let me up. Alright, stone sword key. And the smithing stone. And another smithing stone. And another smithing stone. Alright, now see straight across from me. That mammoth shape. That be the dragon we're about to slay. Or that might slay us, depending on how things go. Hopefully not. And these are her babies right here that blend in with the wood. Alright, I just gotta get to the site of grace safely. In air quotes. And then the dragon slaying can begin. It won't be very exciting, just so you know, because it's a cheesy method. Oh no. Nope, 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 nope. Bad dragons. I'm not here. Ignore me. Ignore the tin can that's riding around. Alright. Boom. Alrighty, we did it. So, if you look on the map, we have gone all the way from down here. We worked our way from this gate front, down the path, all the way to over here at Fort Feroth. And that is where you can slay a dragon. But it's going to take a little bit, and I apologize for that. But then, oh-ho, will we be ready for action. It's great, though, because this way I can read chat. Because it's just slicey. So the reason we got the Uchikatana is because it has bleed. Because this dragon has a boatload of health. Like, I'm talking a lot. Actually, wait a second. I gotta think a second. Did I remember? Oh my gosh. I forgot part of the preparations. Alright, we're gonna take a quick detour. Oh, I promised dragon fighting, and here I am forgetting my shopping list. Alright, so basically this is where you want to come to fight the dragon. But, in order to make the yield even better, we're gonna go get some fowl feet. A pickled fowl feet. Because it increases the amount of runes you get. And the closest one, or the easiest one to the beginning, is just by Coastal Cave. So I'm gonna go pick that up, then we're gonna come, slay a dragon, get a boatload of runes, level up, and keep exploring the starting areas. She said with confidence that she does not possess. Alright, I probably shouldn't have the Uchi Katana in my hand, but it's okay, we're just gonna be riding. So this is the Coastal Cave, where we found BONK. And there's a cool little merchant here. Hi, merchant. Grab him.
What do you need?
Everything.
Any trouble?
Whatever you have, I will purchase. Alright, so we've got some nice smithing stones. Cookbook. He's got a club. Ooh, funny story. So I logged off from the stream yesterday. Or, sorry, last week. And I was like, oh, you remember I was trying to find the large club? Well, I looked in my pockets and I picked it up and didn't even notice. They talk about streamer blindness, and I'm like, yep. In my zeal to chat with everyone and keeping track, I was like, I totally picked it up and had no idea. Alright, that's what we needed. We just needed that pickled gold foot. Now we can slay a dragon. I promised it would be a short diversion. I just gotta outrun these guys, and then I can use my map to fast travel. Alright. Fast travel me to a dragon, please. Pretty please. Fort Feroth. So basically this dragon has like a whole bunch of babies. And if you can kill the mama dragon, all the other dragons also go. And I don't know how you would do this fight head on. All the other dragons I have fought head on, but none of them are this big. And so I'm not really sure what people do to fight it head on, but this is the method for killing it easily. You basically just walk up to the tail with a weapon that causes bleed damage. She's gonna roar, which gives you a terrible debuff. But if you'll notice, when you proc bleed, like over 1,000, like 1,000 to 2,000 damage is done. And if I was a dex build, it would be even better. But it's basically smash this thing. Pretend that this dragon was a like button and smash it. The bleeding, I'm not sure if it stacks, Professor Cypress, but it does proc every so many hits. So every so many hits, you'll get a sudden huge decrease in health. So you just gotta watch it so you do your gold pickled foul foot before you use up the very last bit of health. But what I'm not sure is, sometimes you can get like talismans and stuff that increase bleed, and I'm not sure if that would make it proc faster or do greater damage. Because I've only ever done it at such a low level, and only in New Game, never New Game Plus or something. So I don't have the talismans available at that point. But it's pretty easy, because right at the starting gate, there's the mace that's like a spinning flail. And that one causes bleed, so you can pick up that one. And then this Uchi Katana is also really easy to pick up. And then if you start as, I forget the name, I apologize, but the Samurai Warrior, it starts with an Uchi Katana as well. So it's pretty easy to get everything you need, right? Like, that coastal beach you can do pretty much straight out of the gate, because it's basically just running. To get the gold pickled foul foot, and then the Uchi Katana, literally again, just run in, grab the item. As long as you have enough endurance, you can make it. Maku says, I'll be sure to view mosquitoes as a much greater threat after seeing this. Mosquitoes are a great threat either way, to both my sleep and to my blood supply. I had one stuck in my room the other night, and you know how irritating that is? Where you're trying to sleep and you hear the high-pitched buzzing? And I'm like, my hands don't move fast enough to catch mosquitoes, so I'm like, aw, sitting target. But you can see, even though, like, this health pool, normally we'd be doing, like, 106 damage. It goes down quite quickly when you have a bleed weapon. Take that. Take that, you fiend. And you're pretty safe here. You just kind of sit. Oh, there's another proc. So it goes from, I think it's 106 per hit to it just dropped 13,300. So again, if you were fighting this head on, I have no idea how long of a grind it would be. I would think quite a fight. What I might do though is I'm just gonna put this gold pickled foot, just so I don't miss the moment. So what the gold pickled foul foot does, it means you get more runes. I acquire more runes so that whenever this giant beast is slain, I will have many runes. I actually have a funny story about this. So one time, the first time I ever did this with a character, I was sitting here by the tail, and it's supposed to be perfectly safe to do this. Like, they can't get you. None of the dragons will come for you if you're in this spot. And so I was whacking and whacking away, and I hit this point where the dragon dies, and I turned like that, and there was a dragon right behind me. And I literally screamed. Like, it scared me so bad. There you go, 96,000 runes in one easy swoop. That's how you do the shortest route to getting 96,000 as a low-level character. I know, right? It's like, it's amazing. You get so many runes. Like, considering, like, you'll see here, I'll level up. Like, right now, at level 22, my runes needed are 3,395, and I just got 96,000. It's nuts. So, now, if only I knew where to spend them. Probably should have looked that up. It's fine. I'm going to put a little into faith because I do want to use some incantations. But I figured if I increase my endurance so I can wear heavy armor, and my health because reasons, and then the rest into strength maybe. Maybe I'll do, oh, what do you think? Maybe more strength. So this would be 22 vigor, 19 endurance, and 24 strength with 1 point into faith so I can actually use some of these spells. Professor Cypress says I should get some wine for all this cheese I'm seeing. Yeah, it's cheesy, all right. But I feel, here's my thing. One, if they put it in the game, half the fun is finding out the cheesy tactics. And two, I did play it the first time not knowing this even existed. So I've paid my dues. I'm like, this time I'm going the cheese route. You can call me Calambart Kooky, because I'm that cheesy. All right, I think that's okay. 22, 19, 24, 10. Plus, it sort of like evens out, because now if I want to level up, it's going to be really high. I'll have to kill like 3 bosses. Hey! But what that does mean is I can now use the club, because it was like 22, I think. Yeah, 22 strength required. So now I have like a big strength weapon I can level up, and I can also use the Lord's Horn's Greatsword. Yeah. So we can try some of those out. We get to try out new weapons. So I'll try the bonk stick first. Look at my bonk. Look at my bonk stick. It's amazing. And I'll show you here. So this is where the dragon was. And around her was like, I think it's like 4 to 5 drakes. So that's why you get quite the cornucopia of points of runes. Oop. Climbing on the fungus. So this was her little nest. And now it's free and clear. Mostly. Mostly free and clear. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave a little thing here, just letting me know I haven't done the fort. And then we're going to fast travel back to the beginning, because we have much to do. And oh, so little time to do it. But what I might do is let me pick up that that seal, and so we can try the fire spell, because that could be a little fun as well. Hello, man of the cloth. I am back, Corwin.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good.
I just beat a dragon.
Well, would you like to learn an incantation?
I would love it. 'Cause I have 3,000, so I'm thinking if I get a heal, that would be handy for a strength build, right? Grab a heal. I might get poison. I can also do catch flame because it's cheap. Maybe what I'll do.
Order shine through you.
Same to you. Is I'll go get that that seal so I can use these spells. Purchase. A seal. Excellent, a seal of approval. And then let's see. We need to equip it. Yes. And then I don't know if I can do the heal one yet, but I definitely can do the flame throw. Maku says we're going cleric build. Strong faith in bonk. You got it. Clerics know what's going on. But I think, like, I'm not sure because I'm not really up on like D&D, but isn't a cleric like a ton of faith and usually like lighter armor? Like, what's the difference, those who know, between a cleric and a paladin in regards to stats? Because again, I don't really know it that well. Alright, so I'll need 12 faith to do that one, but I can do my flame sling. So maybe what I'll do is I'll check the low level heal. I am doing well. Relatively speaking. This only requires 8, so we can do an urgent heal.
May the golden order shine through you.
Yes, merci. Alright, let me equip it. Baku says, I think it's more cleric is given godly powers because a god likes them. A paladin is given godly powers as long as they earn it. Ah, so it is the motivation. I did not know that. I wonder, let me think. I'm not sure why I was given my godly powers in this Elden Ring game. I can hurl flame. I can do all kinds of stuff. Alright, I'm thinking I'm going to try and tackle this little mine, because we haven't done a mine yet. They call it a mine. A mine! When they share stuff from it, they call it a yours. Naku says, I might be biased as a rogue cleric multi-class. It's okay to be biased when it comes to which class you like to play in a game. Everyone has their preference. I like, if anything has pets, I usually end up playing it in a game. If it has pets, whether... And so that means even a necromancer sometimes. Because they have pets. And it's wonderful. You just walk around with all these little skeletons. Sorceries and incantations. You can memorize sorceries and incantations at sites of grace. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP. This is true, but I wonder why it procced here. Interesting. Interesting. Apparently something is chasing me, which is less interesting. More alarming. But yeah, I love anything with pets. Anything, I was actually like playing Lies of P, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, do you know, I think like my ultimate class would be like a dexterous tank. So like your stat you're putting up is dex, but you're absolutely tricked out in the biggest armor imaginable. And it's partially just because I react slowly to things. But I thought it was kind of funny because I'm like, I don't think anyone would be like, they'd be like, what a waste of stats. Maku says, though I still think you'd enjoy Barbarian. If you don't like it, just throw it. This is true. Barbarians are chill that way. They're like, nothing really like gets them off guard. You know what I mean? They're like, no problem. Fireball! They're just like, it's okay, I'll just hit it with stick. And if not hit with stick, we'll get more angry, then hit with stick. Actually, let's try hitting with stick. These guys are typically fairly Oh, that worked pretty well. I was gonna say, usually they're really hard to get down, but maybe strike damage does more. Let's try another one. Hello. I come with much bonkening. It's so satisfying. You gotta know, the first time I played this, I was rolling around everywhere shooting spells, so, it's a very different strategy. One sec here. Hello. I almost feel bad. Almost. Maku says, if hitting it doesn't work, have you tried hitting harder? Yes, it's not that the enemy is too tough. It is that you did not hit it hard enough. I want my shieldy shield. There we go. I also want to try using a great shield, because of course I could never do that. They were too heavy. They required too much strengthening. Come here, squeakers. Out here it's more out and clear. Aye. They are less prepared for the bonkening. Uh-oh. I must bonk! Ah! This is how strength builds feel all the time. He's avoiding. You're too low. Alright. I get why it's appealing. It's very nice to just walk into things and hit them. Be like, I am impervious to the pain. Smithing stone! Yes. My hope is, in this mine we can pick up a whole bunch of smithing stones, and then we can level up this club to epic proportions. As I slip through here. And then we're gonna go probably, and we will tackle that mariner. With my advanced club. If I recall, even though this is an early cave, it's a little tricky because this area will not lead me to the boss if I'm correct. After a while, all the caves look the same. All right, hello, puppy. Hit me, please. Thank you. Oh, he dodged it. How dare you? Ugh. He knows my moves. Alright, that worked. Ahaha. Excellent. Oh, hello, you heard that, eh? Alright. Alright, let me just get a little stammies up. And we'll hup. Wonder if I'm fat rolling. I didn't actually check that. Nope. I've just been blithely running around and I didn't even check that when I equipped this massive weapon if I was fat rolling. Alright. Excellent. Well, that's one corner cleared. Now, I think I have to roll off this elevator to get to where the boss is. I think. Where is it? I think I missed it. Alright, let's try this again. Button. It's probably here. There we go. Oh, what's fat rolling? Fat rolling, in this game, you have different speeds of rolling. So this is like a medium roll. It's medium fast. And when you're rolling, you get to avoid enemy attacks. The more equipment you wear, the slower you roll. So if I put on some heaviness, you'll roll. Ugh. And this is fat rolling. Ugh. Ugh. So because you're rolling much slower, it's harder to avoid enemy attacks. So unless you're wearing extremely good armor, most characters, you want to keep them at a medium fast roll. To if I was like a mage or something and I was wearing cloth armor, I would be very zippy. I'd be rolling really quickly. And so, you know, usually in end game, if people have like really tanky armor, they'll be like, all right, I don't mind fat rolling because I'm so strong, I can take it. But when you're small and you're starting out, you're kind of like, oh gosh, if I get hit though, it'll be bad. But yeah, basically how much you're wearing dictates how fast you can go. I think this one also does it where if you're sprinting, it takes more endurance if you're really heavy. But I could be wrong with that. So most Souls players will be like, keep it light. Oh no, I hopped right over you. How do you backstab with a club? Backbreaker. I call it the Bane attack. Alright, this is working great though. Normally these guys, they have like stony skin. So like if you use a sword and stuff, it just kind of bounces right off them. So it's great that with this club, I'm just kind of smashing them. You're smashing it, so to speak. It is really fun though sometimes just to wear massive armor because some of the sets look hilarious. And you just feel so strong, even though you're not. You're just like, oh, I'm so tanky. It's like if a submarine had legs walking. Alright, alright, right. These are boss doors, so we're about to go in and face the reckoning. So... I got my spells. Let's see, maybe what I'll do, I'm just gonna pull off my torch a second, so I don't get confuzzled. Well, let's see what's inside. What is behind door number 1? A stone digger troll! Excellent. And by excellent, I mean terrible. This is not what we want. Alright, puppers. Uh-oh. Oh no, my puppers! How dare you! My sweet boys! Uh-oh. There he comes! Whoa! It's okay, buddies, he's after me! You're safe, relatively speaking. We're gonna fire him up a little. Oh, we got a stagger, we got a stagger! Run, 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 run! Jump! Quick, quick, quick! No! Let me hit the stagger! Oh well. Headshot! Yes! Yes! Thank you, puppers! I don't know about you, but I find if there's a character or animal I'm trying to protect while fighting, I'm just more motivated. Return to entrance. Yes, please. In the Lives of P that I was doing, Spectre is the NPC that comes with you. And I'm like, every time he's out, I'm like, I will do this for Spectre. I will take risks for Spectre. I will sacrifice my life for him. And if it's me, I'm just like hiding in a corner somewhere. I'm like, no, don't hit my face. Don't hit Pinocchio's sweet little face. Same even in games like Skyrim. If I'm there and you have like Lydia or a companion, you're like, no, don't kill my companion. Right, I don't know if there's stuff here. Let me just check. Hit the button. Looking in the nooks and the crannies. Especially the crannies. Oop. Anything here? A little goodie. A golden rune. The very dark room. Pull out a little torch. There we go. Something incredible ahead. I don't think so. Yeah. Lies. Alright, now. Now. One up there, too. Ugh. Platforming. My arch nemesis. Yeah. If you actually had to drop that high, it'd break your legs. Though I do wish, like, you know, in Skyrim, when you're Skyrimming up a mountain with your horse and you're basically climbing vertically. I always wish I could do that in real life. Just sheer a cliff. Let's climb. I don't know what gravity means. How do I get to this one? Do I have to jump off higher, maybe? Maybe I fall from here? Aha. And there's nothing there! Yeah, sadness. Just disappointment. I guess it was just a way to get to this one easier, probably? Probably? Alright, fine. Send me on a merry goose chase. I'm not bitter. I'm very bitter. Alrighty, so that's the caves done. Let me see if... Where should we head next? I said we were going to do the Mariner, so maybe we should do that. So let's level up our club. Let's increase our club stats. And then we're going to go take on an Ancient Mariner. He'll be a little harder than the Troll was. If I recall. Smithing! With the smithing menu, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. You can strengthen your armaments up to +3 at a smithing table. Somewhere in the lands between you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. I've already met him, but I don't think I have enough smithing stones. So let's take the club to 1. Let's take it to 2. Let's take it to 3. And then I'll probably put up my finger seal. There we go. Now we is buff. Alright, so... Now, to take on a Mariner. Maku, when an elderly sailor is more difficult than a house-sized dragon... Actually, wait, no, I can believe that. It's true, he is way harder. It's because he's so salty, right? You know? I mean, like, look, the dragon was alive and lived a good long life. This fellow is dead, and yet he's still holding on. So you know the man is bitter. He won't even let death take him. That's how salty this sailor is. There he is. See his little boat? The Ancient Mariner. There we go. Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh no, don't leave! I was hoping I could get the shot in before he did that. He likes to teleport. It's one of the privileges of being a ghost. He also brings his friends along. And the friend of a mariner is no friend of mine. Ow! It's beach day here. Ah! Feel the bonkening! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get away, puppies! Puppies, get away! This way, my boys! Oh, no. Alright. Come here, you mean mariner. Ah, haha, missed me. Aye. There's a stagger, but I don't think I can, Oh, boy. Stop splashing in the pool! You call yourself a mariner. More like marinara sauce. Alright, where'd he go? Come here, buddy. I have a club I want you to join. Permanently. Hurting my dear sweet puppies. You even killed one of them. Jerk. There. Requiem pace. Ta-da! I got some death root. And some skeletal militiaman ashes. I can raise my own army of the dead, isn't that keen? Do you know what I wish would be a real thing? Is, you know how like you fill your pockets in games with all kinds of garbage? But you can go to a merchant and sell them and people will actually give you money for like string and grass pods and stuff? I wish that was real. I wish I could just go out to a park and like pick up chewing gum wrappers and stuff and people be like, I'll pay you $10 for it. I'd be so happy. Do you ever have things in like games or videos or even movies where you're like, man, I wish that was an actual real life thing? It'd be so handy. I think the one thing I'm glad isn't the same is I feel like in video games you have to eat more often than in real life. In real life, if you have one big meal, you're usually good for a decent amount of time. Whereas in video games, it's like, you have not eaten in the last 5 minutes. Look! It's a turtle farm! I should clarify, for those who don't know, believe it, there is no word in these notes for turtle. So, forevermore, turtles are dogs. So, if you're in here and you see all these ones, dog, oh dog, they are referring to turtle. And I don't know how it started, and I don't know why it started, but I approve of it. Maku says Requiem Espucci. That's what I had to say for my poor little dogs. Requiem Espucci. They've gone to that great grass field in the sky. Poor little babies. Alright. There's a couple of like little goodies in this area. Nothing tremendous. That's the main one. It's a talisman. Which I think I have 1 slot for. And it raises stamina recovery. So I figured that'd be a good one, right? If I'm a strength build. Get some more stammies. And we got these little skulls, which if they're glowing and you smash them, you get runes, which will get you some more points for leveling up. But now, because we got that little guy, we can probably return to the NPC at the round table and say, hey, you know that mariner you were warning me about? That I'd have to stay away from because I can't handle it? Handled. Done. Done like dinner. There's so many skulls here. I guess it makes sense, but it does seem like an unusual amount. I'm not complaining. I could frankly use the points. And much nicer than these skeletal folk. Let's see over here. I think that's most of the area. Alright, we shall rest up then. And talk to a man about some death root. Alrighty. Open up the map. We don't even have the map revealed here, but I'm like, I've already got rid of them, don't worry. Actually, I should remove my tile, because it's done. Done, done, done. Alright, you here. Excellente. Alright, my friend. Yeah, I'll do this so I don't, oh, I can't switch it. Sorry. There. I won't blind you now.
Those who live in death should be left well alone.
Too late.
All the more should you spy a mariner among their number.
I did. Show death root.
Well, well. Another fool who won't listen to reason.
Yep.
Eh?
Never did.
But with a prowess for weeding death root. How would you like to earn the strength of beast?
Excellent.
If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their death root, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
What a fun name.
I have a matter of my own to attend to.
Okay.
And the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you?
Sure. I would love to make a new friend.
Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you of a hidden gateway.
Excellent.
It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
A red mark was made on the map. A mark of death.
What is it? Still milling about?
Yep.
The map indicates where the gateway is hidden. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
Okie dokie. I will be on my way then. By the way, isn't this armor a little, like, uncomfortable? I feel like having this massive head sticking out of your chest would be an impediment to fighting. Kind of get in the way of your arm a little. Alright, so we have a mark right here. A red mark. So I'll put a little marker. We might be able to get there. Let's see. Mayor Merline, hello! Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream! You made it! So glad you're here! Oh, thank you for welcoming me to Twitch. She says, look who's live. I've been watching your YouTube stuff. Welcome. Aw, it's so good that you made it here. And I like your little Hollow Knight icon. It looks amazing. How have you been doing? How is your Friday? I hope you've been enjoying yourself, having a good one. Yes, I finally got into streaming, live streaming. I'm so excited. I never thought I'd be able to do this. And so it's just amazing. It's amazing to be able to do this and get to see you all. She says, thank you, I've been good so far. How about you? I've been doing well. We've been having some fun in the lands between. We've killed a dragon, and we've killed a troll. And we upgraded our club to the maximum smashing that we can do at the moment. Oh, thank you so much, Maya. She says, how come you never thought you could? You've been kicking butt on YouTube. I never thought I could because, one, I get stage fright. And two, because my disability affects my ability to talk. So I normally only have a couple hours a day where I'm able to speak. And so I was worried because I was like, how am I ever going to do this if, you know, I can't guarantee I can talk clearly. And so I've been practicing and practicing for months, using the YouTube videos to try and move my face and be able to speak. And the day has arrived. I can finally do a live stream and get to see everyone. It's so cool. So I was like, I think when I finished my first live stream last time, I was all emotional because I got off and I was like, I'm so happy. I can speak and talk to people. It was great. I never thought I'd be able to do 2 hours straight. Even the YouTube videos, it took a lot of practicing to be able to do it. But it's been so much fun. Maya says, really, you're very clear and easy to understand. Whatever work you've done has really paid off. Oh, thank you. It's been a lot of hard work, but I'm so happy, honestly. And I even... I sound like a little old granny. I take naps ahead of time in order to be able to do this. So I'm like, oh, let me just take a little nap so I can come and hang out with my friends. But honestly, it is such a privilege and so much fun, especially because it's been years to finally be able to do something like this and see everyone. And I'm so glad you came all the way over from the YouTube channel. Professor Cypress says, good for you. Maya, okay, but naps are the best. And Maku says, naps are life. Aw, thank you, guys. Naps are life. When I was a little kid, I don't know, like, you could tell me your stories. When I was a kid, I was terrible at taking naps. And now that I'm older, you know, an adult, I'm like, oh, yes, please, a nap. I would love a good nap, thank you. When I was young, I'm like, no, I might miss something. And now I'm like, I don't care. Must rest. It's like when you're older and you're like, I appreciate a good warm blanket. A nice cozy oversized hoodie. A vacation where you don't have to do any like grocery shopping or cleaning of dishes. You're like, what did you do? Nothing. That's the whole point. I did nothing. Maya says, I think that's how it goes. I used to stay up and hide my Game Boy under the sheets to avoid going to bed. Now I'm so ready for sleep at any chance. And Mako says, I'm the reverse. As a kid, I always took a noonday nap. Now that I'm older, I'm like, but I just ate and I have so much to do. Okay, the just eating thing is legit. I have definitely had it where, you know, the older you get, the less quickly you can go to sleep after you eat a big meal. You're like, I couldn't possibly. And then regarding the Game Boy under the bed, yes. Yes, under the sheets and you're there playing it with your little external attachment light because the screen doesn't light up at all. I look at it now and I'm like, I don't even think I could see it now. It's like a little, you know, inch and a half. We still have our original Game Boy. And it's a tiny little screen, man. But it was so much fun. Professor Cypress says, I never took naps, but I never had problems with sleeping. I must have been just different. And Maya says, yeah, the worm light. You're good. If you can get enough sleep in a night, I think that's really like a superpower almost. It's what every person should be able to get. You know, you just go and have a nice solid 6-8 hours. So I think that was a superpower that you had. All the rest of us were staying up too late playing like Snoopy Tennis on the Game Boy. That we didn't get any rest. We ruined our circadian rhythm. And let's see here. The worm light. So Maku says you have the Game Boy Color and I have the Game Boy Advance. I mean my totally legit Switch 2. Yes. Squinty eyes. I wish it was a Switch 2. But the Game Boy Advance was pretty cool. It had a lot of good games in it. Whee! Hoo-ha! Hello, everyone. I've come to say hi. Professor Cypress says, my sister had one of the Barbie magnifying glass with lights and speakers for her Game Boy. Oh man, she would have been cool. She did it for Barbie Ocean Adventure. That's epic. They had so many attachments. We had the worm light, and there was a magnifier with little external boombox speakers that you could attach in. And it was tricky because you had to choose. It didn't have a ton of plugins, right? So you had to be like, do I want the magnifier and the worm light, or should I put in, you know, the extra peripherals? But I remember that we would use the magnifier with the little boombox speakers, and we felt so cool. I felt cool anyway. Maku can tell you if he felt cool. I did. Maya says, the Game Boy Advance has better games than the Switch 2 anyway. It might be true. I had a Nintendo 3DS that Maku, who's my brother, he bought me. And that's the only Nintendo device I've ever owned in my life. And so I've always had to like play on other people's devices if, you know, you want to play Mario Kart or something. So I've only, like, mine are all in jumps. My friends had the Nintendo 64. And so I got to play that a bit. And then it's like a huge jump until like 3DS is all the games I know. Maku says the Game Boy Advance was better than the Switch 2 anyway. Oh, sorry, Maya said that. Maku said, yeah, but I can't drive as a cow for the Game Boy Advance version of Mario Kart, sadly. This is true. Being a cow improves things immeasurably. It's just a better life as a cow. Professor Cypress says, I was raised on Nintendo. What was your favorite Nintendo franchise? Did you like the... what was your favorite games to play? Were you Mario? Yoshi Land, Kirby? Some of the lesser known ones that were, like, equally cool? Whoops. 1 second, I must deal with a certain magician. Whoops. Alrighty, let me see here. Up we shall come. Hup. Oh, don't do this to me. I must... there we go. Now we're safe. I'll stand over here so I can read. Professor Cypress has raised on Nintendo. He had the NES to SNES to GameCube, Wii, then PS3. Wow, that's a journey. Maya says she was always a PlayStation kid. I've been raised on Final Fantasy, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro the Dragon. Maku says Kooky and I were raised on PC games like DOS games. Shh. Which, as I've gotten older, I've come to realize makes us kind of the minority. Professor Cypress, well, honestly, I'm a beast at Bomberman. Those are all epic franchises, to be honest. A lot of them, like Maku says, we mainly did PC games. And they were older ones, and so I only recently came to know, like, Bomberman and different ones like that. But it's hard. Bomberman is not easy. So kudos if you're doing it and blasting through the levels. And then I recently got a PlayStation, and it was, so I got to try Spyro. I'd never done it before. And it was pretty fun. It's like a little collect-a-thon. It made me happy. And I like the fact that, I don't know if it's all of them, but I know at least one of the Spyros, Elijah Wood, who plays Frodo in Lord of the Rings, of course, is the voice of Spyro, and that made me very happy indeed. Uh-oh. One moment. I resent that, my good sir. Control thy temper. Oh, come on. Your aim's as good as mine. Ugh. Hold on, hold on. Don't hurt my horsey. I'm going over here. People are talking in chat. You need to respect my need to talk. Maya says, DOS, y'all must be as old as me. Welcome, fellow elderly. Yes, we will share our geriatric medications together. Here's one for you. Did any of you play N-Trap? Do you remember N-Trap from the days? Moraph N-Trap? Professor Cypress, you gotta try the Spyro GBA games. Ooh, what are those? Maku cheers, clinks cup of prune juice, throwing out my back. Oh, he jumped it? You. That's a pretty formidable jump, actually. I'm impressed. Alright, hold on. Let me get my wolves. This man won't take no for an answer. Alright. You wanna fight? We're ready. Me and my beast boys are here. Sort of your best boys, these are my beast boys. Moraph ball, yep. And they had pinball, wasn't it, too? Moraph pinball? Leave my puppies! Ow! I'm stuck. Listen, buddy. Man, he's relentless. There are like 6, Maku says, Enigma and the deep sea diving. Professor Cypress says there are like 6 Spyro GBA games. Sweet. Maku says we got that along with the F-14 Tomcat game. My Everlearn, it's great to see that a lot of VTubers are literal babies. Aw, they're just young versus young at heart. Honestly, I feel like I went back to play some really old games that I kind of grew up with, right? And I was like, oh, this will be great. The good old days, you know, nostalgia and all that. And I was like, I have grown terrible at some of these old games. I'm so used to like, a map, objectives, a nice thing to tell me where I need to go. Like even some of the not very old games, I tried to play Halo 1. Oh gosh. Listen, buddy. 1 second. That's right. You tried to hurt my puppies. You got rid of all of them, you jerk. Me. Nep the Florida man, I feel called out. Hey Nep, thanks for coming into the chat. How you doing? We're so glad you're here. Come join the nostalgia. Join the nostalgia waves. Tell us what games you played growing up. What were your favorites? Or even as a teenager, an adult. Professor Cypress says, I've met a lot of older YouTubers. Maya says, a lot of old games are built different. Souls players haven't seen hard until they tried the Lion King game for the Sega. It was hard. It was brutally hard. And the worst part was, if you die, that's it. Like, you're done. You gotta restart the entire game. So basically, the goal is be flawless. I don't think I ever finished that one. Did you? Did you finish the Lion King game? Because I'm impressed if you did. There was also a Chip and Dale game. Do you remember that one? Chip and Dale. And I think a DuckTales? DuckTales definitely was one of them, with your like Scrooge McDuck and his nephews. If you die in the game, you die in real life, says Maya. I would be so dead. I would not be here today if that was the case. I would not have made it. I think I fell off those giraffe heads I don't know how many times. Nep the Florida man, I can't join the conversation because I haven't unlocked the concept of nostalgia yet because I'm younger. Oh, don't worry. Nostalgia hits very young. You can be 12 years old and you have nostalgia. You're like, remember when the Pop-Tarts had the different box cover? Remember when they were really bright blue? I seriously bought a box of something. It was like Fruit Loops, and they changed the colors to more natural ones because they're healthier. And it made me sad because I remembered them being such bright colors. The other thing is, if you are younger, you get to bring us into the new era. Where you'll be like, try this, it's actually really good. And we'll be like, I don't know, little buddy. I don't know if I can do it. And the next thing you know, we're starting on new adventures just because of you. That's the power of young. I'm gonna have to scroll. You guys are talking so fast. Let's see here. Professor Cypress says, oh, I was a big fan of dumb Looney Tunes games like Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday and Speedy Gonzales' Los Gatos Banditos. Professor Cypress says, remember when ketchup was purple? I do. I even remember when it was green. Do you remember green ketchup? Nep the Florida man says, I remember when McDonald's was kid places and not just corporate prisons. Yeah, you had a ball pit and like a net thing that you could play in. It was fantastic. Maya says it was also reasonably priced. Those days are long gone. This is true. You used to feed a family on what you could get a 1 Big Mac meal for today. Which is unfortunate, because now that I could probably eat the amount a small family could eat, I can no longer afford it. I'm like, do you have a small cheeseburger I could get for $5, please? I brought my own water. And I mean, I could probably eat, 16-pack of nuggets. Maku says, we were at camp once during the multicolor ketchup days, and the counselors had a ketchup war, purple versus green versus red. You know the phrase, like, do you want the red pill or the blue pill? Do you want the purple ketchup or the green ketchup? Pick your side in this war. Here's one that not a lot of people remember, and I want to know if I'm crazy. There was a promotion where Oreos were blue and orange. Does anyone remember when the frosting was blue and orange in an Oreo? Because I swear it was a real thing, and everyone I've ever talked to is like, what do you mean? And I'm like, the icing, it was blue or orange. Malia says we all still eat the kids' meals, but now it's for financial reasons rather than being small. Professor Cypress says I buy the kids' meals now because them apple slices help fill me up more than fries. Yes, you are crazy, says Maku. As your brother, I will say that, though I do remember that. It's true, I'm crazy and I can be correct. The apple slices aren't bad. The one thing I didn't quite get was when they put yogurt in. And here's my reason for not understanding. Is when they put it all in the bag, that burger makes your yogurt all warm. I found that kind of icky. I'm like, why would I want warm yogurt? Like, I can understand yogurt in general, You're like, oh yeah, healthy, good, builds bones, wonderful. I like it. But I'm like, why would I want, like, steamy, cheesy smelling yogurt? I also like it because you get a toy, and you're like, if you consider that the toy price is really quite a bargain. It's great though when you go in and they're like, oh, what one would your kid like? And you're like, it's for me. I would like the Barbie, please. Let's see here. Hey, Nep the Florida Man, he remembers the orange filling because of Halloween. And Professor Cypress says, I remember the orange icing and the blue icing. Yes, I am not insane. It is real. Maya says, not at all. I think that's something you dreamed up. Wake up, Kooky. You've been in a coma for 32 years. Been babbling about blue Oreos. It was a wonderful dream. I don't want to wake up. I want to stay here forever. Professor Cypress, but never blue and orange together. You think you're mixing memories together? Am I crossing the streams? It is possible. But I do remember it being a promotion. And I was so young at the time, I don't know what it was a promotion of. Could have even been a sports team, to be honest. Blue and orange, very popular sports team colors. Hello, sorcerer. Do you know of the fabled blue Oreos? Aristocratic headband. I can be a king. Or an aristocrat. I don't think it'll have much in the way of protection. Let's see what it looks like. Behold! Your monarch. Your monarch of nostalgia. My thing won't let me scroll. Hold on, I'm coming. Nep the Florida Man. In terms of games, the oldest game I played was Half-Life 1, even though that game came out before I was born. Hey, kudos to you for going back and playing retro games. I haven't even played Half-Life 1. And I think they've even got like a fan remaster one, like Black Mesa, I think it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Maku says Oreo has done a lot of specialty Oreos over the years. There's actually a whole community of Oreo collectors. The rabbit hole goes so much deeper than it really should. The Oreo rabbit hole. I would like to join those rabbits. Professor Cypher says Half-Life being retro makes me feel really old. Imagine how old it makes the people who made Half-Life feel. They're the ones that really lost out. They're sitting there, I was the one who programmed it. I was there when it was written. I'm trying to think. I don't know what the oldest game I've ever played is, because there's ones that came out before I was born, for sure. Especially, like, arcade games. I was not that old. Possibly Moraph is maybe the oldest one I've played. I played Rocket Blaster, the original Rocket Blaster. You know, with the paddle and the ball, and you have to change the size of the paddle. That one was pretty fun. I can take you. I've eaten my Oreos. That's right. This is the strength Oreos give you. Look at my lightning reflexes. Have your incredibly blue dyed Oreos, children, and you too can become an Elden Lord. There you go. I ate my sugar pops. Oh no. Come on, you want to get me, Mad Pumpkin? Maybe you're the one that invented the orange Oreos, Mad Pumpkinhead. Oh, you played Pong at the Florida Man? That's impressive. Maya's was Diablo 1 on Windows 95. I remember Windows 95. And I remember NHL 98. If you had the game. The NHL, I think that was the first NHL game and only NHL game we ever had. Naku, true, we have played Pong and Pac-Man, so probably that. I don't think I've played Pong. I have played Pac-Man, but I'm not sure which Pac-Man it was. There's so many. I might have been later in Pac-Man's life cycle. He might have been a very grown-up fellow by that point. Here's a weird one. Even though I'm old enough, I have never played the original Oregon Trail. I've only ever played Oregon Trail 2 and 3. Why am I here? I don't know. I don't know, Sorceress with the Stone Head, why I'm here. That's a very philosophical question. But I do know I want to learn sorcery.
A yen for glintstone sorceries.
Oh yes, a yen.
Proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature. With a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
Oh, exiled.
As a reviled, apostate witch.
Well, at least you're open about it.
Still wish to learn from me?
Sure, I've had weirder teachers.
Well, you are a piece of work.
I'm not the one wearing a stone head.
You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words.
Ah.
Never.
Like most professors.
Young apprentice.
Anticipate grievances. I think every professor should start their class like that. Anticipate grievances. I don't give compliments, and I'm not very nice. In fact, I'm a witch, and I'm an exiled witch. Welcome to class. Let's see here. Maya says there are 100,000 iterations of Pong and Pac-Man now. Oh no, I reset the chat. There we go. Is this your first Elden Ring run or your first strength build? This is my first strength build. So when I last played this, I was a intelligence dex build. Heavy on intelligence, light on the dex.
Very well.
And I loved it. I loved it.
This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely.
This is actually the second Souls game I ever finished. And then the DLC came out, so you have to go through all that as well. And it's an amazing DLC. So, even though I have played this before, I have never played it like this. I was very much rolling around shooting spells, not like standing my ground and taking hits. So, it is both an old and a new experience for me. Big Stick, hey Diego Ace 3030, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat! It is a big stick, it's my bonk stick. Look. Look at that. It's like having a tree over your shoulder, a small sapling. Professor Cypress says, my favorite Pong clone was Scooby-Doo versus Dexter's Laboratory on the Cartoon Network website. Oh gosh, was that a Flash game? Flash games were awesome. It might have been a full game, actually, because I feel like Nickelodeon could shell out for that. It does look like a baseball bat, but it looks like a baseball bat that would be in a Looney Tunes cartoon of, like, Casey at Bat or something like that. Like, it's huge, and it's, like, all rough and splintered. It's been a long time since someone read your entire name. It's so I remember you. I'm like, I've got to read the full name. I need to remember this person, get it cemented in my little halfling brain. Besides, an awesome person deserves their name to be read in full once. And especially not when their parent is mad at them or something. You know, when they do your first, middle, and last name and you're like, oh good lord, what did I do? Professor Cypress says, y'all remember Nickelodeon MMO? I don't! What was it? Could you play as Nickelodeon characters? Was that the shtick? The big shtick? Hello! Grabbing some stuff. Grabbing some stuff and running away. Not here for very long because break is almost over at work. Well, I'm glad you stopped by. It's good to have you whether short or long. And thanks for coming in on your work break. I hope your workday's going well. May all your coworkers be kind and your customers be reasonable, especially heading into a weekend. You always want it a little bit busy so the day goes by fast, but not too busy. Hey, and thank you for the follow, Diego. Merci, my good friend. Welcome to the Biscuit Batch in the Enchanted Forest. Hopefully we'll get to see you a bunch, my friend. And if you're not able to make the streams, I will be posting the VODs on YouTube on my channel, so feel free to pick it up there. But hopefully we'll catch you live. It's so fun just getting to see you all and like chat with you live. It's such a fun experience. Professor Cypress says, no, you played as humans, going around world in the Nick cartoon worlds, playing mini-games. They're flash games for coins to buy stuff for your room. Oh, that's cool. So you could like accessorize in all of the latest Nickelodeon merch. Maya says, what's your stream schedule like? Do you have set stream days? I am brand new to streaming, so right now what I'm trying for is Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern time to 4 p.m., just so I can get my body used to being able to speak for this long. But my long-term goal is to be able to add one more day, so it'd be 2 days a week, probably would be Tuesdays and Fridays, and then depending on how my disability reacts with everything, I'm wanting to be able to do, sorry, one sec here. Hello, fellas. There we go. I'm wanting to be able to do possibly a 3-hour stream, or at a time that's a little easier for some people. I know this is a really kind of odd time for a stream, but it's just when my speech is at its best. So, but yeah, for right now, Fridays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then hopefully going forward, maybe adding in an additional day. And then Diago says, well, I'm not in any form of customer service. That can sometimes be a blessing, depending on the week. Sometimes it's nice to just be like, behind the scenes in an office or in warehouse, or a technician on the road, construction, so many different occupations. All of them have their challenges, but every now and then you're like, I don't have to say, good afternoon, how may I direct your call? Maya says, this is the perfect time for me. I get to hang out while I'm working. That's awesome. I hope it brightens your day. You're certainly brightening mine. Diego says, I'm not as funny, unlike with the YouTube comments. You're very funny. I enjoy your YouTube comments. I'm always happy when I see you guys writing in there, because I'm like, hey, there they are. My friends. Unlike these fellows, they're not my friends. Oh no, he is really not my friend. All right, I have to do a little bit of evasive maneuvers here. Horsey, quickly, quickly, Horsey. Away, Horsey, away. Ralph, aka Torrent. Oh great, more Baddens. 1 second here, I'm going to go grab a sight of Grace. To Grace. I think it's here. I might have lost my Grace. Hold on, we're almost there. Alright, whew. Ah yes, peaceful once more. Do I have Discord, or is Twitter the best place to reach you? I don't have a Discord set up yet, because again, this is all new to me. I'm catching up. But I do have Twitter, Bluesky, as well as Instagram. So I do post regularly on Twitter and Bluesky whenever new videos are up, whenever we're going streaming, along with the link. You can also catch me on YouTube and here on Twitch. So I'm starting with that just because I'm like, my little old halfling brain takes a bit to learn all the different formats and stuff. But those are the best places to catch me right now. So I'll be looking for you. I'll be like, hey, there you are. So good to see you. Professor Cypress says, honestly, this is a really nice stream. You have a solid way of doing things so far. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Professor. I really, really appreciate that because, yeah, it's something I really wanted to do, but I was like, I don't know if anyone will come. I really didn't think this many people would come at all, and so it's been, you guys have been such a big encouragement to me, honestly. So it's big praise coming from you guys that you're enjoying yourself. Because I'm certainly enjoying being with you all. Maya says she's doing crazy well. She keeps up the energy and chatting with chat and keeping the game going. She's gonna go far. Aw, thank you guys. You guys make it easy. That's what's wonderful. I'm so thrilled to meet you all. I say as I bludgeon people with a big stick. This, friends, is the full customer service approach. Speak softly and carry a big stick. No. Honestly, you guys have made this a much less scary experience for me. I was so nervous my first stream that it took like an hour after for my hands to stop shaking. But people were so kind and supportive, it made it a fun experience. And I felt so much better coming into this one. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this.
Hello? Is anybody there?
And Professor Cypress says, oh, she will. Trust me, I've been on this site for a long time. Kooky has the ability to go big. Aw, thank you, Professor. You guys are the nicest. You're the bomb diggityest. You're going to make a little halfling tear up. Make me all warm inside. Maku, brotherly bias, but cheering you on. Oh, thanks, guys. My gosh. You guys are just amazing. Don't forget us when you're famous. Don't worry, because you'll be there too. If I get that far, I don't know if I will. I'd settle for just having good friends, to be honest, which you guys are. But I think stuff like this, you never get there by yourself. It's always the people who help you and encourage you. Hello, first-time chatter. Oh dear, I might mispronounce this. Goraish, you can correct me. I won't be offended. We're so glad you're here. How are you doing? How's your Friday? I'm here talking to this guy who wants me to grant him succor. I'm gonna take a drink of water, though.
That's very kind, but, no.
He wants succor, I want water.
The help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished.
Oh, wow.
Despite
Slamming.
appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me.
I have an aristocratic crown. You should at least respect that. I stole it off a corpse.
Of Limgrave. Young tarnished, I would have a boon of you.
A boon of
I
me?
want you to take back my fort.
Gorsk says, no worries, is my name is a misspelling of Ukrainian dish. Ooh, Ukrainian dish sounds good. I love food.
Plum mad to boot.
Well, welcome to the chat. We're so glad you're here. Maya says, that's super true, and if you need help with anything, let us know. I've been streaming and making content for 3 years. I'm happy to help if needed. Well, thank you, Maya. Thank you so much.
What are you waiting for?
Wow, 3 years. You must have a lot of experience.
My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see.
What games have you enjoyed streaming the most?
Good. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be
Gorist says, seen you randomly pop up on my socials, so thought I would stop by. Well, thanks for stopping by. We're so thrilled to have you. I know I found some streamers because they randomly popped up in my socials. People, it'll come up, you might be interested in this person, and I'm like, I just might be. And next thing I know, I'm following and enjoying myself. But whether you're just stopping by for the moment or want to stay longer, we're glad to have you either way. Hope your Friday's going well, or if you're in a different time zone, you might actually be getting close to Saturday. Happy thought indeed. Professor Cypress says, talk about a misspelling. Goresk is spelt nothing like Ukrainian dish. Ba-ba-bum-ch, says Professor Cypress. Maya says, I'm a huge Souls Enjoyer streamer, so I've streamed all of them. Lies of P, and I finished up Expedition 33 as well. That's impressive. That is very impressive. There's so many of them too, especially Souls and Souls-likes, and especially this year there's been so many coming out. And I heard Expedition 33 was really, really good. I know it has parrying in it, and so I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. But everyone was just raving about like the story, the soundtrack. And I won't give spoilers because I do know the story, but you know, just how emotional the journey was. People were like, that was an incredible amount of storytelling. I think this year they're going to have a really hard time picking Game of the Year. There's been so many, like, both indie and main games come out that people have just loved. Maya says, Expedition 33 is amazing. If you like old school RPG like Final Fantasy and things like that, it's everything we could want. That's pretty high praise, honestly. But I can believe it. I can believe it was that, because I know people, once they got in it, you just know when someone doesn't have to, but is, like, streaming it steady. You know, they're like, I'm going to do a 4-hour stream, and it ends up being like a 6 or 8 hour, that it's a good story, and it's a good game. She says, Maya says, I'm thinking Game of the Year is going to be between Silksong and Expedition 33. Those are both good guesses. Honestly, I could see it go either one of those. And someone was saying, you can correct me if I'm wrong again, but I think it's an indie game, Blueprints was also one that took off, even though it's a very different style game. But people said it was really good. Maku says, this year is like the year Baldur's Gate came out. We gamers are eating well, though our wallets get thinner the more we eat. This is true. I sort of wish games were a little cheaper. I hold on to my Steam sales, which I think the Steam fall sale's coming up on Monday, or at least it's next week. Because I'm like, oh, there's so many good games, but they can be a bit pricey sometimes. Gorisk says, tend to just listen as working all the time. Love your design, by the way. Well, thank you. And that's great. I like to listen while I'm working, too. I'll always have, like, a streamer going in the background. It's just kind of nice to have another voice going, honestly. And thank you regarding my design. It was made by an awesome, my awesome VTuber mama and papa. You can check out on my bio. I think I have them listed there. Sheki or Nula's art did the design. And I also have my rigger listed below. And they were amazing to work with. I know you can't see it because I'm zoomed in, but I have a whole wheelchair below this that's made of wood and has magical properties. And they were just incredible, both designing and helping me make it, and then doing the drawing and the rigging. I was so thrilled when I got to use it for the first time. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Maku says, Blueprints was very loved. Maya says, Steam sales are a literal blessing. A godsend, you might say. Oh, look, and speaking of Ascending Gate. Aha. We are now traveling to Gureng. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for Steam sales. And there was like a little bit there where the sales were like good but not great. And I was like, you know, oh, you know, it'd be like 20, 30% off. But like normally a Steam sale is crazy. Sometimes 90%, 80%, 75% off. And that's when I usually scoop them up. Gorisk says, have to work. Good luck with the game. Thanks, Gorisk. Hopefully we'll see you again. I hope your workday goes well and you have an awesome weekend. And hopefully we'll see you again around at the Biscuit Batch. We'd love to have you. I'm kind of lining up right now to, I have like 1 or 2 games I'm going to keep an eye on when the fall sale starts, just to see if they go on good sale. But I found, I don't know if you guys have found this, but some of the games go on sale ahead of the sale. So like they'll be like, oh, I'm doing my own studio sale. And then when the fall sale comes, they are full price. So I've gotten caught a couple times thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to buy it. It might be cheaper later. And then finding out, oh, no, wait, it's just not on sale. And I'm like, pickles. Hello, Gurink. How are you? Want some death root, buddy?
I smell it.
Death.
Feed it me.
This is me when I'm hungry. I smell it. Feed it me.
Tarnished. Bring more deaths.
No worries.
I shall grant thee eye and claw.
Excellent. I could use some claws.
Me more.
Where are you reaching there, buddy? Claw mark seal and a beast eye. Ooh. I actually love this character. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I won't do spoilers, but I really feel bad for him, honestly. Even though he's terrifying, but I don't know. I'm like, I have a soft spot for him. Poor fella.
I shall grant thee eye and claw.
Merci pour la eye and claw. Alrighty, well, we have now met the beast clergyman, and we have gotten our seal. I'm probably going to have to wrap it up here just because I've done 2 hours and I need to give my little face a break. But it has been so awesome having you all here. I have so enjoyed this stream, and I'm so looking forward to coming back next Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm excited for our Elden Ring and building up our strong build, but most excited to hang out with you guys. You biscuits are the best. Nice to finally meet you, says Professor Cypress. Nice to meet you too. Oh, hey! Well, thank you for the follow, Nepinguana. And I probably pronounced that incorrectly, and I'm sorry. But thank you for the follow. We're so glad to have you here. Welcome to the Biscuit Batch. And welcome to the Enchanted Forest. We are glad to have you along. We're just wrapping up the stream now, but we will be back next Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time for more Elden Ring and more chats. Bring some of your favorite nostalgia. Bring some of your favorite stories. I can't wait to get to know each one of you more. The Penguin says, hi, and it was right. Oh, good. I always feel so bad. Names are so important that I want to say them correctly. And Professor Cypress says, you can call me Cypress, Prof, Professor, or that guy. I go by all of them. Frankly, I might use all of them, depending how my little halfling memory is going. So I appreciate the flexibility. It's great when you have a name that you can shorten a million ways. It just makes so many more options. And you can call me Kooky Crumbs or Kooky, or that halfling, or hi. I'll take either and all of the above. But thank you guys. We're wrapping up, but we will be back again soon. Stay tuned on my Twitter as well. Hopefully in the future we'll be doing some spontaneous streams as I'm able, and so you'll want to catch that as well. But until we meet next time, you guys have a fantastic Friday and weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye, everyone!